Libertarians.
Let's try it.
Try it and see Libertarians.
Yeah. That's okay. I'm sure. Where's the picture of the library? Okay, very good. Thank you.
All right. Thank you all for coming out here. I want to extend a warm welcome to everybody for making the drive out here. I know people are coming from all parts, from the east, from the west. So once again, thank you everybody for being here. Thank you especially to our candidates, James and Susan, for making the drive out here, as well as to Sean, who in the midst of a move still made time to come here and moderate this evening. So, of course, we're all gathered here for this debate, and it couldn't come at a more critical juncture for the Libertarian Party. We see that the Libertarian Party continues to grow. In the last 4 years, the Libertarian Party of North Carolina has more than doubled in growth, while we continue to watch the Republican Party and the Democratic Party decline in numbers. Clearly, people are tired of the two-party system. Clearly, people are looking for a different solution, and we want to explore the different ways that our party can continue to capitalize on that drive for growth. So, James, Susan, I'm really looking forward to hearing what you guys think about growing and expanding the party and helping North Carolina move to a position of more freedom and less government. You guys should have gotten index cards distributed. You should have gotten some pencils distributed. Those are going to be coming around to you. If you guys have any questions that you would like to direct to the candidates, please write them down. We'll try to address as many of the audience questions as we possibly can. And again, thank you everyone for being here tonight. Please eat, drink. I don't want to carry that home with me. I'm going to turn it over to Nate Phillips, who is the candidate for the vice chair. And he'll be coming up in just a moment here. Thank you.
Thank you. Good evening. My name is Nathan Phillips, and I have been chairman in Buncombe County for the last year and a half. I originally came into the Libertarian Party thanks to Gary Johnson, his campaign 5 years ago. When I first heard about him, I don't remember how, but I heard he wanted smaller government, wanted to balance the budgets, and increase social liberties. So it kind of seemed like a no-brainer. So I dug further into it and realized that the Libertarian Party is what I've been looking for all along. And I have been very honored to be involved as I have been in Buncombe County. It's been a very interesting year for us there. We've gotten our chapter up and running, and we've brought in a handful of people and been able to raise some funds to help us spread the word there in Asheville, which is a unique place to spread libertarianism. So it's been interesting and it's been fun. I was asked to run for vice chairman. I did have to think about it for a bit because I've been working hard in Buncombe County to grow that. And in order to help me figure out if I should or shouldn't run, I reached out to a number of people and just basically asked what could be done, what could I do? You know, is this right for me? Is this something that I can help you with if I were to fill the vice chair role? And across the answers, there's a common theme that came back to me, which was communication. Helping to communicate, to get the message out there, both for the party, for candidates, and as a marketing consultant, as my full-time job, that seemed to answer it for me. I work on communication, both internal and external, day in, day out. So it seemed to be that indeed I could help and I could grow the party, not only in Buncombe County, but across the state as well. And I guess as a marketing consultant, when I work with companies, I typically ask them about their marketing and their customer service, because they like to think about those as different things, which they often are considered different things. And most businesses are focused on getting a sale, just getting the customer, getting their money, getting the product out the door. And I like to flip it on its head by saying marketing is not necessarily marketing as I like to think of it. Let's look at it as pre-sale customer service. Let's connect the full end of a relationship with the customer from when they walk in your door or when they see you online, whatever it is, all the way to after the sale, to when they're talking to you and they have questions, when they're ideally coming back for more. And when I sit down with businesses and with companies, the first thing I do is listen. I'm not the kind of consultant that has like a cool pyramid with 12 steps and a one-size-fits-all program. Here's what you do if you walk through it, your business will make X amount of money, percentages, and so on. I walk in and I listen. I try to get as much of the team around the table as possible, hear their ideas, hear what they have to say, hear what's working, what's not working, and then try to find the solutions within them and within that group and help streamline what is working and figure out why these things aren't working and work on fixing those directly. So as vice chairman, what I like to do is continue what I've already started, which is reaching out to people and asking, what can we do better? How can we help? How can we help you get your message out there? How can we help you get candidates in races and ideally get them elected? And to me, that is the most important thing for a political party. There's a quote that I heard last year for the first time, and it resonated with me then. I have not been able to shake it since, which is liberty means responsibility. That is why most men dread it. And it has really something I've not been able to get away from. And we have the responsibility, I feel, not only to those who have helped build the Libertarian Party for the last four and a half decades now, people who collected votes outside of post offices, stood in parks trying to just share the word about libertarianism and what it is, people who are running in campaigns, putting yard signs out, stickers on their car. There have been tens of thousands, unknown amount of man hours put into building the Libertarian Party across the nation and even here just within North Carolina. And I feel there's a responsibility to those to take what they have done, all the hard work, and to build upon it and to create a political party that is truly engaged and focused on getting candidates and winning elections and being able to influence the government in positive directions. I feel the public is ready to hear the libertarian message more than ever. I think they're more accepting of it than they ever have been. And the public at large, I think, is just more active. They're ready to go. They're ready to do something about the state of affairs. So what I do as vice chairman, if elected, is help organize. And ideally, I'd reach out to every chairperson and others across the party to learn what's working, what's not working, what's going well, what can we do better, how can we improve to help get the message of liberty out there and get libertarians in office to work within our government. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone, for coming out here tonight for the second of two debates for the Libertarian Party of North Carolina chair position, which will be voted on at our convention coming up in a few weeks in Lake Lure. I'm Sean Haugh. You may know me from videos such as So Why Did It Have to Be Bathrooms? It's a real honor to be able to moderate this debate tonight between James Hines on my left and Susan Hogarth on my right. I've been actively involved in the Libertarian Party of North Carolina since 1994 and have never seen anything like this, a contested campaign for the chair's role between two very well qualified candidates. The format will be very simple. I just want to give the candidates the opportunity to give their views and let you hear from them. There will be 3 minutes for an opening statement, and by coin flip earlier, James Hines will go first. And then there will be questions, which will probably last up to an hour, that each candidate will have 90 seconds each to answer the question. No rebuttal, we'll just move on to the next question. And then there will be 2 minutes at the end for closing statements. So I will stop talking and let the candidates start talking. James Hines, 3 minutes for an opening statement.
Hello, my name is James Hines. I have not had as much of an opportunity as I would like to get to know all of you. I've gotten to know a few of you better than others. I've traveled across the state trying to promote the convention coming up. Let me give you just a little bit of an idea of why I'm here. I'll go through it very briefly. One of the big things that happened to me, I graduated from Guildford College. I went to Prague in 1989. I witnessed the Velvet Revolution there. My first wife was actually a Czech citizen. And basically when we sat down with her parents to tell them we were getting married, we actually thought that that would be the last time that they would see her. We went back into Prague the next day, and the Velvet Revolution happened, and things went very differently. But I was there long enough and close enough to the revolution to witness the devastation that tyranny of a level I had never seen before existed. This is a big part of what motivates me to want to be engaged in libertarian activities. The Second Amendment is also a very important issue to me. I'm going to skip ahead and mention that I do believe that being a spokesman is actually my stronger hand than actually trying to be an administrator. That having been said, over the past 3 years, I have gone several times up to New York and to Vermont to study with a man named Robert Fritz, who has written a great deal about the creative process and also something that he calls structural thinking. In fact, I was in Harlem this past October. Actually, it was the weekend before, or the weekend after the election. And I do want to say that one thing that Robert explained was, and I do think we're engaged basically in sales, and Robert teaches what he calls non-manipulative sales, which comes down to a very simple question. What is your offering? Who are your customers? And is there a match? I have a great respect for anarchists for the fact that they're constantly trying to find the ways that we could leave something to the private sector and it could be done better. I'm not an anarchist, however, I am a minarchist. I do believe that there are certain fundamental aspects of government, legislation, the passing of laws, courts, judges, etc., could do a lot better than they do sometimes that we desperately need. I think that actually good courts are essential to good markets. And from that point of view, as chairman, I would also be very interested in trying to craft a message which I feel, which I hope would appeal to the people of North Carolina and other places, but that message is to have laws which do nothing more than to protect the citizen and the enjoyment of their life, liberty, property, and pursuit of happiness, and no victimless crimes.
Just wanted to thank the Triad Libertarians for having us all 3 here. And I love going to meetings now and seeing so many people that I don't know. Not just because I'm really bad with names, but because there's new people coming into the party. And like many of you, I was brought into the Libertarian movement and the party by Ron Paul. But unlike some of you, not in 08 or 12, but back in 88. So I've been, ever since I moved to North Carolina, I got engaged with the, that sounds weird, but it got involved with the Libertarian Party here. And so since about 2000, I've been active. I had stepped back for a year or two a couple of years ago, and then was getting re-involved. And I went to the convention in Orlando and did not support Gary Johnson for the nomination, and he won the nomination, which I was actually pretty excited about. So that's the kind of fun thing. But then what I was really excited about was the opportunity to talk to libertarians all over the state. And so one of the first things I did when I came back from Orlando was volunteered for the campaign is really good at working with people, getting people together, and getting people involved in the effort. And I'd like to continue that at the state level. So I got really excited about this chair's race and decided to jump in. And I feel like I'm in a really good place to talk to people throughout the state. Like, I was very excited to hear what Nate had to say about talking to people and engaging, because I think we're at a point right now where we have a lot of people who have chosen to be libertarian, and we need to talk to each and every one of those people and get them engaged and active in the party, as many of them as we can, engaged and active in the party. And I think we need a strong infrastructure within the party to do that. The last few years, the executive committee has worked on